Alpha month, the perfect time to make a recap of all the game released and plan to be released during this month. Let's go! Time is traveling in an endless circle by an unknown entity, and your goal is to lead a group of heroes that have managed to step outside the circle and destroy, battle after battle, its evil source. Essentially, Circadian Dice plays like a deck building game, but this time the game doesn't involve cards, but dice. According to tradition, during the 13 scenarios, you can upgrade your deck, gain relics, abilities, discover a lot of secrets, and so on. On Steam. Gloomgrave is a roguelike dungeon crawler with a retro pixel art aesthetic by Ned Manser. Are you ready to explore randomly generated dungeons, avoiding traps and engaging enemies in brutal turn-based fights? I played Gloomgrave personally, and you can find my gameplay first look up on the right, on Steam. This is the new game by Wired Dream Studio, the dev behind Red Ronin. Somehow Undergrave resembles his first game, but this time it plays more like a roguelike than a puzzle game. In fact, a character in a mission among the dead has, as tradition demands, features like HP, stamina, and several skills to use on the square grid maps. As for the story, we must save our beloved one and go down into the Void Realm and complete the Trial of Resurrection. Up on the right, you can find my gameplay first look on Steam, Epic Game Store, and itch.io. War. Kingdom Rush is a well-known tower defense game developed by Uruguay-based Ironhide Game Studio and published by Armor Games. Initially released as a free Flash browser game back in 2011, it had many sequels, always catalogued as tower defense. But now something is going to change. During June, Ironhide Game Studio will release Legend of Kingdom Rush, an RPG game with roguelike elements taking place in the medieval fantasy world of Kingdom Rush. Fighting on a turn-based grid, switching and match your heroes and companions until you find your ideal team for each battle. Find treasures, solve riddles, explore runes and so on, but beware because according to the developers, the world will react to your decisions. On Steam. Developed by SK Team and published by Valkyr Initiative, Stone Skipper is a turn-based strategy and tactical RPG. In a world devastated by a ruthless war, you must guide a flying island across first lands and fight in tactical grid-based battles. The game boasts a charming setting and interesting lore. Anyway, this build represents just a free prologue to the full game that is going to be released on the 12th of September 2022 on Steam. Red Card Limited scenario-based CD builder treats your settlement like a puzzle. By exploiting resources and carefully planning your expansion, you'll be challenged to achieve specific objectives. There's also a free-to-play mode if you want to build the best possible city. Each construction takes one turn, causing time to progress, resources are gathered, citizens pay taxes, and life goes on in your city. You have to complete your objectives within a set number of turns, and every decision can have far-reaching consequences. On Steam. Fire Maneuver is a strategy game set in the Victorian era. The setting is quite fascinating because we are talking about an era of great changes. As muskets become rifles and infantry are replaced by Gatling guns, you must adapt to a rapidly changing battlefield. Talking about the gameplay, Fire Maneuver offers an engaging simultaneous turn system, so that instead of passively waiting to react to a move already made, you must actively consider all the possibilities, deciding which tactical choice your opponent is most likely to make. On Steam. If you often find yourself wishing that terrain and environmental effects were more of a factor in your tactical games, Canonsoft Immortal Tactics War of the Eternals is definitely a game you should check out. These roguelites, X-based battlefields are positively brimming with dangers to evade and explore, storms of arrows from off-screen armies and the grasping hands of the restless death are just a few of the odds that you'll face. While the battles in Immortal Tactics are immediately reminiscent of those from the classic eras of Might and Magic games, aspiring generals will find that the combat ultimately plays very differently. Low hit points total all around and the turn order divided into phases makes this game require much more planning than its ancestors. On Steam. Blacken Slash is a minimalist turn-based tactical roguelike that players can just jump straight into. Play short levels that takes minutes to beat with straightforward mechanics that even newcomers to the genre can quickly get used to. There are no hard to learn mechanics in this game, only hard to master gameplay. On Steam and itch.io. A couple of years ago, Han Ziyu released Chaos Galaxy, a self-defined, pixel art turn-based galaxy total war game. The game received very good reviews, and this is the reason why now we're talking about its sequel called, without great imaginations, Chaos Galaxy 2. At a first glance, the game looks much more like the first one, but according to the people who tried the demo, there are many important improvements, like, for example, in the planet management area and in the diplomatic section. It's a solo developer project and it seems realized with much love. If you're a fan of Advanced War and Super Robot Wars, don't miss this chance. Go and try the demo right now on Steam. Another sequel this month, Vestaria Saga is a strategy RPG series where positioning, movement and weaponry are paramount to success. Move your heavily armored units around a classically styled grid-based map and engage pirates, rebels, monsters, imperial soldiers and anyone else that stand in your way. Vestaria Saga 2 continues the adventures of Zaid, bringing the tales of him and his companions to a thrilling, satisfying end. They will encounter allies both new and old while uncovering more mysteries behind vile Margolites and their plan to plunge Vestaria into a new age of darkness. On Steam. This video ends here. Now it's time for you to let me know what you think about these games in the comments below. Remember to hit the like button, share the video and subscribe to the channel, and also consider supporting us through all our pages. Wish you the best. Ciao!